Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen, okay, is y'all sick of all this snow? I know I'm over it. I am done. Okay, the winter time is just so ghetto. Look, so ghetto and so rude, honey. The winter time is a hood booger. Okay, the hood booger don't care about nobody but herself. Okay, just cold all the damn time. It gotta snow. Why it gotta snow every day? What happened to maybe a couple of times out the month? Okay, we get it. Winter has to winter. But girl, you is just out here acting like a bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in the back. Okay, she a hood booger. I can't do it with winter. Okay, I'm a lady. I know y'all like, Miss Robinson, you ain't no lady, honey. But something that I wanted to talk to you guys about was Carlos King. In his interview with Iyanla. Now, honey, the people is out here dragging Carlos because they is saying, honey, Iyanla was talking about you, boo. Okay. She said something about like prostituting your pain and calling it reality television. And honey, the way that Carlos was shook up after she said that, honey, okay? Let's listen.
Watch you die. People watched him die. Prince, Michael Jackson, DMX, Phyllis Hyman. People will watch you die if your dysfunction is profitable for them.
Y'all hear that? Don't that remind you of Love and Marriage, Huntsville? We saw Melody go through there, honey. She was on the ropes. Okay? And I noticed at the end when she called out Kimmy, she called out Latifah and her marriage. She was the bad guy. And what did Kimmy say? Well, not everybody is cheating just because, that happened to you. See, like I told you, there's nothing new under the sun. Women like to think that they are so much better than the next woman. But if your man hang with my ex-man, then honey, 9 times out of 10, you with the same man. You ain't no better than me. Okay? And that's why Melody left that show, because they all was phony as hell. Okay? Fake. And Carlos was at the center of all of the mess. Okay? Like I said, he's good at his interviews, I'm a fan of Carlos King. He did my favorite season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 6. That's my favorite season. And I didn't know he produced that season in particular. I didn't know that. But yeah, he's wonderful at what he does. But, all that revenge piece stuff with Mel, that was too much. Why was Martell able to stay on the show after that? Why? Okay. He also, I knew he was off his rocker. Go back to that reunion, the second reunion they had. He said that coleslaw is the whole damn restaurant. She's not just a side dish. And I called Cap. I said, yeah, he's delusional. He feels like Martell really loves this woman. Well, he can't leave her alone. And listen, there's nothing new under the sun. You're a narcissist. You need a pick-me. Narcissists will defend their pick-me's, because the pick-me will always defend them. They need somebody to do their dirty work. Why do you think that it's been alleged that it was Martell that tried to get Ariane to put the pictures out of Mel, put the video, the Revenge P video out on Melody? Why? Okay? So when you have toxic dynamics like that, you have somebody that's superior, which would be Martell, and an inferior, which would be Ariane. Okay? So, yeah, and they both work together. That's why certain dynamics can stay together for a long time, because they both have the same agenda: to hate on other people. Melody, that's doing better than them, that's a better person than them. Okay? Why do y'all think all of these toxic people are trying to stop Melody, Yolanda? Okay? Yolanda even got, cool with Ariane. That way she could speak dirty about Mel. You got Martell harassing her. She got a divorce from the man. All they supposed to be doing is co-parenting. They back and forth through the court. Yolanda took Melody to court. Okay? You know, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a fool. You even go hear Iyala call out Carlos, right? I think this is before she says people prostitute our pain and call it reality television. But she calls out Carlos's name like, nigga, snap out of it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's listen some more.
R. Kelly. If it's profitable, they'll participate. Don't let me die. Carlos.
Y'all see how she snapped at his ass? Because she been watching. Look, let's have a real conversation. I'm shocked that Iyala didn't turn the tides on Carlos during his interview. I think she watched the first couple of seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She saw the toxicity. Okay? And I don't know. It seemed like he promotes these women being in these burning houses, Latifah and Kimmy, and think it's cute. Encourage Melody to go back over there with Martell after he done cheated on her, and all those years, and child tried to take her self-esteem through there. Encouraged her to stay. Oh, they were just having issues. Oh, he has issues. He just can't help it. You can't help it? Okay. You can help it. You don't eat 13 cheeseburgers a day, do you? No, you don't, because you can help it. That's why when people be like, well, no, you just can't help who you love. Yes, you can. You, Brother Tuckers, can help who you hate. You can help who you love. You can. He didn't have to have that affair for so long. He's greedy. He's narcissistic. Narcissists give themselves permission to have more than one woman. They don't care if they're married. You just better not cheat. That's why do y'all think he accused Melody of cheating? That way he can get out of the guilt. Okay? And he can say, well, yeah, you did it to me first. Gaslighting, lying on the lady. Like, dealing with a narcissist is something else. And I would know. They will do you wrong. Okay? Do you wrong, go on a smear campaign, assassinate your character, got everybody questioning you and doubting you, and you're the problem. Okay, why do you think he had a fit when she went out on a date with a man? Well, you took him to our restaurant. Wasn't you fucking coleslaw in our house, nigga? So what's the difference? Tomato. One is appropriate, one is not. Because she went out on that date after you guys was divorced, or hell, going through it. You all were broken up, and you was screwing that girl when you was married. But if you notice, when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's okay for them to do disrespectful things to you. You better not do anything, because then you're the bad person. And look at you, and look at what you tried. That's why he put that video out of her going through the house, with the kerosene or whatever the hell that was. That's why he put that out there, to try to make her look bad and make it look like she done lost her marbles. I know what I'm looking at. But yeah, I've kind of felt like Iyala was calling old Carlos out, honey. And she's like, nigga, snap out of it. That's why she called his name, Carlos. Because, honey, probably had a guilty, okay? He had a guilty bone. You know how somebody's saying something that you need to hear and it hit a little too close to home? And she like, snap out of it, nigga. I'm talking about you. That ain't what she said now. Okay, that ain't what she said. But, honey, that's what Miss Robinson gathered, honey. Okay? If I can make a educated guess. Okay?
I'm mesmerized by that. Well, a thing. And the social media, people are making money watching us kill ourselves, watching us die. You know, they prostitute our pain and call it reality television.
Drops the mic. Okay? Drops the mic. He the main, ain't he the head of that? He the main one. Prostitute our pain and call it reality television. Yeah, pretty much. Ain't that what he did to Gucci? He didn't care that she had that what was it? The restraining order against Selena. Still wanted those two women in the same room. Invited Selena to come on Gucci's show. This is her job, but you allowed this man's ex-wife to take over. I just never felt like that was cool. I didn't. And I felt like if Selena was going to join the show, she should have joined the next season. Don't just give her, a spot, right? Just because of her fan base. But I think that's what he did, So, yeah. Remember, Akeisha quit? Okay. Akeisha ended up quitting. Akeisha, what else? They had Akeisha like breaking it down and, throwing that ass in a circle when they was doing a little, she was joking around. She didn't want that, to be a part of the intro song, but they had kept that and she didn't like that. Stuff like that. You want to listen to people if they say, they don't feel comfortable with something or they feel like something is, putting them in a certain light. Akeisha's a very dignified woman. She wanted to show that real Black couple, that's raising children later in life. My family has legacy. I'm going to show y'all how we get stuff done when it comes to Ferris Street. And you know what I'm saying? So I think he kind of like took that from her. Okay. So yeah, I just really feel like I want Carlos to get that. Once Carlos becomes more personable with his cast, once he starts really caring about them, I feel like he would be on his way. He would be, but I feel like he needs to watch how he does stuff. Because, honey, something ain't squeaky clean, honey, in the buttermilk. But yeah, I heard Iyanla say that. I was like, shit, sound like she trying to say a little something to you, Carlos. Okay? So, yeah. It's a mess. Melody had to leave her baby. That's sad. She had to leave it behind. Because of, her cast members and, they don't want to share their real life. And anytime she asks them something about their real life, they're getting smart and nasty. But see, it was okay for them to laugh and be all up in her business when her man was cheating on her. Okay. Like, make it make sense. That ain't cool. Okay, so let's see what some people got to say about this. Mel did what she was supposed to do, use the platform to build her brand. The other cast members tried, but it backfired because they are criminals and liars. Yeah, most of them people didn't have a mugshot. Another person says Carlos is very sloppy, full of mess. Another person says, I lost respect for Carlos when he said on that reunion and coached Martell into saying he loved Ariane. Yeah, remember, she's the whole damn restaurant. I said, what? She ain't the whole damn restaurant. And I think you visit her during open hours when it's closed. I just think you're just so in love with her. No. When narcissists stay committed to one person like that, it's because that person is a pick-me and they are over functioning when it comes to the role. So that person is available for sex whenever the narcissist wants it. That person is willing to bend themselves into a pretzel to accommodate the narcissist and bow down. I said bow wow. Bow down and acquiesce to the narcissist and let them have it their way. A narcissist will always be loyal to somebody like that. Melody wasn't willing to do that. Remember, he started cheating on Melody when she told him no. When she said, nigga, I don't like how you treat me, so no, I'm not about to be giving you fellatio. Remember, you got to listen to what people say. He said he started doing Melody wrong when she was saying, no, I'm not going to do this in the bed. No, I'm not going to do this. And then he mentioned to her, I need to get me a girlfriend. And then really went out and did it. He would have had a fit if Melody would have did that. So you're dealing with a narcissist, somebody that lives through double standards. It's okay for them to do all types of malicious stuff to you. You better not do it, or you're such a god-awful person. These people love messing up your reputation. I remember the one that did me wrong and turned around and said, yeah, Brandy's so horrible and terrible, but what did you do to make me do what I did? Because I'm sure I didn't just act out for no damn reason. But those are the games that they play. Okay? They will make it look like you just crazy. You just do stuff for absolutely no reason. But yeah, for Carlos to say that, and then that wasn't proven later on. Because this is my thing, right? When you love somebody, how many times, guys, have we seen these reality shows where these men will say, I love my woman, and they don't have no problem. Look at Dr. Damon down to the Married to Medicine. He'll tell you in a minute. He loves Heavenly's dirty draws. He loves that woman. He will profess it. His actions align with that fact. Martell never would come out and admit that he loved that girl. It was more about using her, but he don't want to come out and say that because that's too much like right. And he don't want to sound wrong, even though, he is wrong. But when it comes to Ariane, you reap what you sow. I don't feel bad for her. I never feel bad for certain people. When you play with fire, you're going to get burned. There is no exception to the rule. Your pussy ain't that good. You don't look that good. You're not that pretty. And even if you was, there's nothing new under the sun. When you help to destroy somebody's marriage, even if they want to destroy it themselves, there will be a consequence for that. Okay? There will be a consequence for that. So, yeah. You never win when you play dirty. Okay? So another person says, if you notice, everyone connected to Carlos has a problem with Melody. Another person says, have you all noticed all the broken reality stars that are very close to Carlos King? Melody was too intelligent for Carlos. That's why he envied her. Dr. Heavenly talked a lot of mess. She tiptoes around anything related to Melody. Oh, maybe that was, back when that was an old, comment, because maybe that was back when they were reviewing the show. She said Melody has a lot of power. Yeah, Heavenly always supported Melody. She recognized Melody in herself as far as, being a strong woman, a hard worker. I think that Heavenly always admired that about Melody. I really do. But yeah, I think that, Carlos has to stop prostituting, the people's pain. And that situation with Kimmy and Maurice is looking sad, It's looking sad that they on their way out. Now, when Carlos reviews the show with Dustin and Claudia and them, he act like he's shocked that the audience think that Kimmy and Maurice is go break up. Why wouldn't we think that? Look at how he's talking to her. He acting like if he don't get screwed 2 and 3 times a day, he gonna leave his wife. Okay, he ain't got no dog in the fight no more. It's like, nigga, this is your wife. Did you ever take this seriously? Why did you marry her? Because y'all on a TV show? Like, I don't feel like that marriage was ever stood a chance. I don't think it ever stood a chance, especially how he would lie by omission and leave stuff out and wouldn't even tell Kimmy everything, especially the situation with moving Kiowa into a house with her husband and Monster coming to live in Huntsville, then throwing Monster off on Kimmy, knowing damn well, hell, Jalen is grown. And Kimmy was a single mom. Now it's her time to, travel and do whatever she wants through the week. That's your son, nigga. Yeah, y'all are married. She could spend time with him sometimes, but for the most part, the responsibility is on you. But no, he just, he wanted to use Kimmy. She's the woman. I got other stuff to do. He didn't even want to help the boy with his homework. He didn't even want to tell the boy to help Kimmy out around the house. He think that Kimmy was supposed to do everything. I said, yeah, Kimmy, girl, you are in a burning house, girl. You in a burning house. It's a mess. It's a fool. Now, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. In other news, Michelle Obama insists she would actively work against Barack Obama running for president again if Donald J. Trump amended the Constitution to allow a third term. A lot of people was dragging her for this, but I don't blame her. That man did his time. I'm sure that affected their marriage, their life. And I'm with Michelle, and I like seeing Michelle on her podcast with her brother. Okay. So let's see what the people think about this. One person says President Obama would have the election wrapped up by 9 p.m. though, Michelle. Ha. Another person says protect your peace, queen. I know that's right. Michelle says she's outside and never going back. I know I wouldn't go back either to help you niggas. Okay, we tried to help you niggas. Gave y'all free phone, gave y'all the food stamps. We wasn't telling y'all what to eat with it. Okay, they talking about you can't have junk food. I just think it's stupid. I do. I just think it's dumb. Why tell people what to eat with their money? I think it's dumb. Stuff is so expensive. Something hell should be free. Okay, how the hell can you get ahead? Okay. Another person, listen here, love the Obamas, but Mama Michelle, I need you to take several seats when it comes to his third term. If it's him or Agent Orange, that's a no-brainer. Not Agent Orange, honey. Y'all leave that man alone. Now, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. You know what else really got to me during the game interview? I'm talking about Evelyn and Shawnice's podcast. Y'all know the rapper The Game has a baby with Evelyn Lozada's daughter, Shawnice. But I just wasn't impressed when he told her, oh, you're such a good person and I'm such a messed up person. And I'm like, ooh, child, baby, the red flags are red flagging. Because I feel like when you are a good man, you'll say, I'm a good man. You know, I'm imperfect, but I'm working on myself. You wouldn't be all, oh, I'm so messed up. Oh, you so perfect. Oh, you deserve better. This after I'd have knocked you up, okay, and put a baby up in you. And then he told her, yeah, when a man sees a baddie, he wants to get her pregnant. That's just how men think. That is not how good men think. The game? They think I want to get to know Shorty, okay? I want to offer Shorty the world, and I want to marry her and then have children if that's what we decide we want to do. But this whole, she should be like impressed with you because you want to put a baby up in her, and her ass fell for it too, you guys. Did y'all see that part of the interview? I was like, girl, that is not a compliment. It is not. I feel bad for Shanice, but Shanice, girl, if you want to catch the right fish, you're going to have to use the right bait. Okay? And honey, you just not going to come out, okay, the way that, you know, you ain't going to come out the way you came in, honey. Okay? With the poor decision making, honey, he was not a good choice to have the baby with. And if you want more, why wouldn't you make sure you're married? Even Jackie's daughter is over there married, you know, but you just settled for being what, the baby mama? So you settled for that. We can't even just say he played you. You settled for that. And my thing is, her and Evelyn got money, so they got, you know, they got enough of the right stuff to get the right man. You got your own resources and stuff, right? But yeah, just, I was like, ooh, child. I always thought that Shanice would be the opposite of her mother. And she is in a lot of ways, but baby, that just wasn't a good look, Shanice. You have to, look, find somebody else, honey, because the game is not it, honey. The game is into playing games, okay?